And shifting focus to some breaking news of the broadcast. Hours after the Supreme Court took suo motu cognizance of NCERT's Class 8 textbook mentioning corruption in the judiciary, now NCERT has issued an apology, calling it an error in judgment. Officials confirmed distribution of the book has been stopped. NCERT reiterated its respect for the judiciary and regretted the lapse. For more on this, I'm being joined by CNN News 18's Payal Mehta. Payal, a very good morning to you. Now, we are learning that NCERT has issued an apology. What exactly are they saying in their note?
Well, as far as the NCERT is concerned, they're calling it an oversight and did not mean to respect the judiciary. Remember, yesterday, after this entire thing came out, there was a lot of noise within the judicial circle saying that, why are the judiciary being targeted? If there is any lesson that the children need to be taught about corruption and corruption in a particular field, it should be an overall corruption that should have been highlighted and not, what are we trying to impress upon young minds and their impressionable minds? That is something which is not really, in good taste as well. The Supreme Court, in fact, had taken a suo motu cognizance of this entire matter, and better senses prevailed because the government really had to in fact make the NCERT accountable in terms of what they were trying to achieve out of this as well. And that is something which is coming. So obviously meetings took place at various levels within the government. Yesterday the School Education Secretary had a long meeting with the NCERT officials. Earlier Dharmendra Pradhan, the Education Minister, also had a meeting with the officials from the ministry and saying that this was completely uncalled for, and therefore better senses prevail and this chapter has been withdrawn.
Right. Payal, as you mentioned, the Union Minister of Education, Dharmendra Pradhan, has also pulled up NCERT. What kind of allegations are coming forth? What kind of rectifications are, that the government is now trying to make?
Look, the government has also been saying that it is unfair for, education to be put out in this form when you're trying to already create an impression in the mind of these young children who are going to be studying these books. I try to tell them that from tomorrow onwards, they should not be looking. Some of them might be aspired to become lawyers, become judges. What are you trying to fill them in their mind saying that, the judiciary is corrupt? Of course, if there's corruption in all the fields, it has to be highlighted overall. You can't just come out and quote a former Chief Justice of India like Justice Gawai. And that is also something which is seen in bad taste. That was not required as well. So this has been the argument that has come forth as well. And now we are given to understand that after the apology, this chapter is going to be withdrawn.
Right, Payal. Thank you so much for all of your inputs. And with that, we shift